Dredfunn original production. Please sit back and enjoy.
Hey guys, Dredfunn here again. This time I am doing a comic book style inking with watercolor. This one is going to be loosely titled Dredfunn's Daughter, Alex Tine. Yes, this is my daughter. She asked me to do this drawing a while back, and basically what you're seeing right now is me laying it out in pencil. With any kind of comic book style design work that I do, what I always do is I'll lay it out in pencil first. That's a must. Once I got all the angles down ready, you'll notice that I'll start adding the ink. Once the inking process is done, I usually let it sit for anywhere from a day to, well, however long it takes me to get back into the swing of things. Had a great time doing this drawing. Like I said, it's from a real picture off to the side. My daughter had taken this picture, sort of showing her wild side and her nature. Had a lot of fun doing the colors, as you'll see in a moment when I start laying it in there. First, as always, I usually do the skin tones. I really like to use a simple, skin tone. Yeah, it's slightly pinkish, and what I do is I will add and extract the amount of water that I put into it to give it darker tones. With the hair, like you can see, I'm laying down the yellow first and then throwing in the red and the orange. Yeah, that is an official hair color. She's had many different hairstyles over the years. With this, I also did a really neat background that you guys are going to see in a few moments once I finish up the head and all the hair color and whatnot. What I like to do a lot of times with backgrounds and whatnot is I will get all the internal or interior color done, and then I'll set it up and color the background. With this one, I usually lay down water first, and then once the water's been laid down, I start adding colors. As you'll see, it starts off with a purple base, and then I start darkening it with some darker watercolor. Then I throw salt all over the wet background. I usually try to make sure that the foreground, whatever is in the foreground, is dry before this process, because you don't want any of the salt to distort the colors that you've used. Salt is a technique that adds layers. As you'll see with the finished product, it tends to give the background these little bursts of color. So you'll have the purple and then these little dots of black interspersed throughout. Once the drawing is dried, you then just sort of rub off the little bits of salt, and you're left behind with a really neat effect that I've used on a number of my drawings. Then I finish it all up with a final ink. That's when, like I said, I ink the shirt that she was wearing, a nice black shirt, and then I'll go in and I'll touch up any areas. This is the time that I usually do the outer line. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Dredfunn out.
This has been a Dredfunn.com production. Thanks for watching.